What's up, everyone? Episode 14 of Dharma Unfiltered, coming in from Ottawa, Wisconsin. Alejandro Moscoso from Miami Beach is our guest today on Dharma Unfiltered. Ale, I met him. He's actually like my neighbor at UM in the dorms. And I mean, we just kind of clicked right when we started talking. He's probably my best friend in Miami right now. And like, we just clicked, man. Like, it on the surface it seems like we wouldn't have much in common, but we just started talking. It's like it's weird. It was like almost like a parallel universe, like what kind of the school system that I went through, and the what he went through, and kind of the social scene in high school, and what we did and stuff was very, very similar. So Ali, if you just want to kind of introduce yourself, we can go from there.
Yeah, what's up? I'm Alejandro. I grew up in Miami, as Reed said. Yeah, we met in college, and we were neighbors with each other. And we have it's crazy. Like this world, it's a lot of similarities. Whether you come from a major city, a suburb of Milwaukee, like who knows? Like I'm sure we can find parallels everywhere in the world. And it's really cool. Like Reed, super chill person. He has a lot going on for himself. I've learned a lot from him. I've definitely opened my mind a lot more, and I'm a lot more conscious about things. And it's been really cool to be able to just speak with him a lot on a daily basis. And now I'm pretty honored to be a guest of the Dharma Unfiltered show. And I hope it's very productive. I'm sure it will be.
Yeah, I think we can reach like a lot of people in kind of discussing both of our backgrounds. It was funny, like when I was Snapchatting, because like our floor was quarantined, and like I didn't actually meet you until, I don't know, like the second or third week into school. But like when I
Yeah.
was Snapchatting you, I'm like, "Are you entrepreneurial?" You're like, "I'm not," because like I was so like focused on like entrepreneurship and stuff that I was like literally like just trying to like seek out like only like kind of entrepreneurs and stuff. But then like it was to the point where I felt like a conversation with someone that wasn't like that entrepreneurial wasn't really like worth it. But like we just started talking, and like you so the way that I look at it is like you're from Miami, so like not only am I getting kind of like the experience of being at experience Miami for myself, but also kind of like living through and learning from like your experiences of someone like a native Miami person, like someone that grew up there, that knows all the goods and the bads. And so
And
it's really interesting. So
yeah,
yeah, we've talked about Miami a lot. Let's just start there. Let's just start there. So like, I mean, you tell just go back to like when you were born. Just tell me like your whole background. I know we've talked about it, but just to kind of give the listeners a background.
so my dad's an Ecuadorian immigrant. He immigrated to Chicago, grew up in Chicago for the most part, went to college there, did some work in New York. When he would work in Miami, he realized that's where he wanted to live when he was older. So he ended up living in Europe. He met my mom, who's from Italian descent. They moved back to the States. I was born in New York City, but I spent maybe like a year there. Grew up the rest of my life in Miami. And, it's really the only city I remember living in, so it's all I really know out here. But I really enjoyed growing up here, and I learned a lot growing up in Miami. And Miami being a global city, you embrace a lot of culture and different heritages. But one thing I've realized about Miami that's very different from other parts of the country is that Miami is basically like a minority-based city. Most people living in Miami are either like mostly Hispanic people or Black people. So it's just we grew around a bunch of. It felt like minorities are the majority of the city, and that was really cool. And I've made really great relationships in Miami with a lot of people from different backgrounds, and I have a lot of respect for people's backgrounds and knowledge of backgrounds, especially people who had to like flee their home countries because of unfortunate circumstances. So you learn a lot about real world problems and why coming to the United States is a really like lucky dream, and being in the United States is probably like the best country to thrive in. And all the opportunities in America. Like, we're blessed to be here, and there's just so many people to meet, so many people to see, so many people to talk to and like learn about. And being in Miami for sure, like, give you a high understanding of that.
Yeah, that's something that I kind of got down there, and I was like, it was super eye-opening for me because like I'm not surrounded by that, not surrounded by it. Like, obviously, people always have different backgrounds and stuff, but being with the same people basically since 4K, since we were 4 years old to all through high school. Like, I went to the same school district from elementary school all through high school. And people largely have very, very similar backgrounds. Like, we're all pretty much from here. All of our parents are from here, it's really cool because like we have a very tight-knit community up here, but it's hard to kind of expand your boundaries and stuff. So like literally super, super conservative up here. I think we're like the most conservative county in Wisconsin, to the point where like you say anything that like kind of contradicts like the traditional conservative point of view, and you're like called a libtard. Like it was like there's pretty much zero diversity in terms of like race, ethnicity, but also political and religious like affiliation, because everyone is conservative, usually Catholic. So yes, there are always like things to learn, but coming down to Miami, it's like the complete opposite. Like you talk to people and it's like, so like at it's one thing. Like at and what most like kids are thinking, oh, there's a bunch of kids from all around the country. Yes, but like I've found myself kind of having similar conversations with a lot of kids. Like yes, they are from different states and stuff that I've never really like talked to people from those states, but they come from kind of relatively similar backgrounds. But then as soon as I step out into like real Miami, whether I'm talking to like person cutting my hair, like people at restaurants, or like just people on the street or Lyft drivers or whatever it is, like you meet people from all around the world, which has been a super, cool experience. And I look at Miami as a place where like if you treat it the right way, it'll do wonders for you, and it'll make you mature very, very quickly. Like at the same time, if you kind of use the city the wrong way, like it'll fuck you over, because like
Oh no,
as
they will fuck you over. They
definitely.
will go over for sure. But I think personally, Miami is a very conservative city
Mhm.
compared to other parts. I mean, of course, every major city is gonna be a lot more blue than it is red, right? It's a major city, but Miami as a whole is a lot more red than it is blue, I think, because a lot of people are just coming from backgrounds where they come from conservative Catholic backgrounds, you know what I mean? So they support a lot of that. This indoctrinated, and also like when it comes to political beliefs, a lot of people in Miami are just not at all with anything that leans to the left because of what happened in the countries like a lot of us come from. So like that's why it's pretty eye opening. People would really like not think that Miami would be really conservative, but it is.
Well, yeah, and that's kind of like what I was like thinking. Like, I just think pretty much any city is going to be pretty much anywhere, any city is going to be more left leaning than like where I'm from. And Miami is definitely more left leaning than here. But like, yeah, I definitely like my association with like conservatives was like the redneck dudes who drive their big pickup trucks and their Confederate flags and shit. And I kind of had a very negative association because like my parents are more left leaning. So like I was like really like freshman year, I was super like left leaning. Like I was like fuck Hillary, fuck Trump. Like I'm voting for Bernie if I could vote. But like as I've like matured a little bit and seen some different point of views, I've kind of became more moderate, because there's good and bad on both sides.
Of
Um,
course, I think there's only bad when people are not respecting other people's political beliefs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're calling somebody out for their beliefs or you're not respecting someone's beliefs, that's when problems really start, because then like it just creates resentment towards both people, you know, and everybody just needs to be respected for what they believe, and that's just how I see it.
Yeah, and like before the
And I know,
election, it was horrible. Like the polarization. Honestly, I feel like it's like everything's kind of settled down a little bit since the election, and that would have gone. I
oh, of course, how it
like,
is.
but before the election, it was really bad. Like it was the worst I've ever seen in my life. Obviously, we're young, but like I even our parents and adults were saying like this is pretty polarized. Like people are so either if you're on the left you feel like you got to be on the way left, but like more progress was made in like the 70s and the 80s when things were a little bit more, when politicians were more moderate and they could actually work across the aisle and get things done rather than just constantly like bicker and argue.
The way I see it, bro, like my personal belief is that we need to get rid of this two-party system.
Yeah, I agree, like on paper, but like
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Like it can't happen. It's unlikely, but it would be better for everybody. Let's be honest.
because to like think that classifying like someone, just like labels in general are fucked, because like people identify as like a Democrat or they identify as a Trump supporter, like a lot of the times like they feel like they have to like support everything that politician or that side says. Like if someone says, oh, I voted for Trump, then like they start getting attacked, and like, well, maybe they don't
Yeah,
agree with everything that Trump has said or done, but like who cares? Like we just need to respect each other's opinions.
thing is like I know so many people that voted for Donald Trump, right? And the reasons they voted for him, it's not because they like him. A lot of people said, I don't like the guy at all. I just felt like I had to vote for him because they just do not believe in a lot of the stuff the Democrats say. But if somebody told them that they voted for Joe Biden, they wouldn't care. They
Yeah.
wouldn't go and vote. And like the truth is, most Trump supporters I know, I don't have the same picture as you as like some like suburban white American with Confederate flags and a
Yeah.
pickup truck. My view, for the most part, are like immigrants.
Mhm.
That's honestly the truth. Like most people I know who voted for Trump are families of immigrants.
Yeah. But it's like weird too, because like when I think like, I mean, I grew up thinking that like all minorities were like Democrats, like because like
Not
it's just not true. But like, I mean, I think Hispanics in general are more conservative out of all like the minority
oh,
groups. Like,
well,
but
that's just
go ahead.
the Asians are.
Yeah, especially academically,
Yeah.
or like kind of conservative, but like, yeah, like they're really diversity wise. There were maybe like 5 black kids at my high school, like 20 Hispanic. It was like really, really white, and like I feel like the minorities up here, because they were such a minority, because there's like literally not many of them. Like they felt like they kind of like had to be on like the left, and I feel like that's kind of like a geographic thing, like because a lot of the Hispanics in Miami are a lot like either their parents immigrated or their grandparents. It's like more like
Well,
direct,
they
or they immigrated, right? Yeah. Whereas the like a lot of people here, like I'm just thinking of like my friend Kenny, for example, like his he was born in like Iowa. His parents are from Mexico, but I think he's only been to back to Mexico like once or twice. So like he doesn't really kind of like understand kind of the full picture of like immigration, like a lot of
oh,
people more like down south.
neither do I. Look, I was born and raised in the States. Like
Mhm.
I'm American before I have anything else, to be honest. So
Yeah.
like
It's
that's
kind of
just
like kind of the influence of like um I guess generally Hispanic immigrants like in Miami kind of help to shape like kind of your beliefs.
thing is being in Miami, like being in Miami, you don't really become whitewashed because you're just surrounded in the Hispanic community for the most part. It's
Yeah.
like like you go to the corner store, they're serving stuff from all these countries. most of the restaurants are like Latin restaurants. Most people, like, I'm out in the streets and like most people don't talk to me in Spanish. Just like assume I speak it. So like that for sure is obviously gonna make you speak a lot better, understand where you're coming from more, and like the culture. Like you eat a lot of the food.
Yeah.
You do a lot of they play. Like we grew up playing soccer here. Like in Miami, soccer is the biggest sport, other than football. Like my soccer and football are the biggest sports in Miami, and baseball. But think about it, baseball is big because of all the Cubans, the Dominicans, the Venezuelans. Soccer, all the South American people, and like football is just it's an American sport, you know. So it's everything. But those are for sure the main sports here.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, I think the sport that like obviously weather plays like a big role. Like, I mean, you guys are able to do shit outside like year round, like whereas here it's 20 degrees and there's snow on the ground, like there's not shit to do. So like
Little or chill in the base, watch some football.
chill in the basement, man. Fuck, dude, I'm already sick of it, man. Like I was talking to someone the other day and like they said like because a lot of like the UW, like the Wisconsin State schools, like the kids came home for Thanksgiving and then like they're back at school now, and I think they're coming home like this weekend or something. But like this kid asked me, well, would you like if you could, would you rather be kind of like in Miami right now? And like, I mean, like before I came back here, I was like, I'm gonna enjoy all that time at home. I'm gonna enjoy like being like home with everyone and stuff, and I have. But to be honest, like I just feel like I'm in a much like better state. I mean, like in Miami, like it's just like people are so positive. Like it's hard not to be happy when
Thing
you're
is,
in
like,
Miami.
the thing is, man, like the Miami, you know, is the University of Miami, Brickell, like South. Not you,
Lights.
University of Miami,
Yeah.
who come from outside of Florida, right?
Mhm.
They know the U. They know the bars. They know the nightclubs. They know like the shopping district, and they know South Beach. That's all they know. All they know really is like go out, get lit, spend money. They don't know like the real Miami. That's all they know is the tourist stuff. So
Yeah.
of course, like everything is gonna be catered to them to have a great time.
Yeah.
But you know, you have like relatives in Miami, and you have real people to deal with. And you have issues over here, like so. Like Miami could be an escape for somebody, right?
Mhm.
But me, I stay in Miami because I have a lot going on over here, and I don't think I could personally really leave Miami because I think if I went to school out of state, I'd be flying back twice a month for something probably.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy because like yeah. Um, I mean, you're already in like a great place, and like you love Miami, right? Like,
No, I love Miami. Like everybody who lives in Miami, like they love Miami, but there's something to there's a lot of stuff they dislike, you know. Also in Miami, like Miami's great. I don't want to throw shade on it, but it's like a pretty superficial city. You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah.
Like for sure.
Well, and so like I don't even crave being in Miami just from like the partying. I mean, like I didn't like really go out that much. Like it was always just kind of chilling in the dorms and shit. But uh,
Yeah.
like it was even just from like an opportunities standpoint. Like it's just so much like it's so much faster. Like there's just like it just kind of like city living. Everything is more like condensed. Like you can be like we can be in like Brickell in 20 minutes. Like it's great 15-20 minutes. It's crazy. And like that's not
Yes.
like I have to drive 30 minutes to Milwaukee to be in a decent city that there's not much going on. Like there's just not opportunity. Like I feel like I can walk down the street in Brickell and just like strike up a conversation with someone, and they're probably going to be like someone pretty like cool that might have some
Oh,
opportunity.
that's something to learn from. But you know, there's one thing about UM. It's right on US 1. Now, everybody in Miami knows that US 1's a notorious street because it could take you 15 minutes to get the Brickell from UM, but it could take you an hour sometimes.
Yeah.
That's just US 1, bro. It's not,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But I'm really hoping not next semester, sophomore year, if I'm on campus, though, I'm really hoping I get my car parked over there because that would be clutch.
Yeah, I mean, there's some kids parking now. Like, I don't know how, like Tristan with the Lambo, like, I don't know how he was
They're
parking.
parking garage. They're parking at like a parking garage.
He was parking at like in front of the gym. I'm like, what? Like,
The thing is, like, you can't park in front of the gym and live on campus.
that's what I thought.
And like, unless you're paying the parking meter. No, first of all, they give you a 4-hour limit on the parking meter.
Oh, okay, okay.
So unless the guy is slamming parking tickets every day, then I don't.
Yeah, I don't know what else he's doing. I don't know if that's working. So how is growing up in Miami shaped who you are today? And how has your experiences so far
I
shaped?
was as shaped I am today, man. That is a question I could answer in a few minutes. So I'll be honest. Growing up in Miami, how has it shaped who I am today? Well, let's say like I don't want to sound like mean, but like I'm definitely not like whitewashed compared to how it would be if I grew up in like I don't know Austin, Texas, or like Cleveland, Chicago, even Chicago probably.
Mhm.
So I feel like that's one thing for sure. Miami, I grew up. Like it's funny, like as you said earlier, we don't really have winter here. I tell you, we're used to like going to the beach, going boating, and then going back inside for Christmas Eve. Like I'm sure you'd never imagine that. like,
I wish.
but one thing in Miami, I know like growing up in Miami, I know people who I can affiliate with, and I know people who I can't affiliate with because like growing up in Miami, like there are so many people that will use somebody for their means, their opportunities, their wealth, right? So like, I've been able to catch an eye on that. Like I know people who are really like with me, who want to like go up with me. And I know people who are just trying to like pull me down and like take shit from me. So I've been really good at like distancing myself from people and like really making sure that people I consider to be close friends know that I appreciate them and that I want them to be in my life and that I want all of us to grow up with each other. So, like that's one thing Miami's taught me for sure. It's like keep your real friends extremely close and like don't worry about other people. Like they don't matter.
Yeah.
And pushing each other up always is also important. Like doesn't matter how outrageous it is, somebody says they want to do something that's not better them, you gotta support them. You gotta help them do it.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Like one, like I said, like it's like, Miami, it's like and this goes for kind of any college town, but like you're automatically like surrounded with like a ton of people. Like whereas like here I'm kind of like I have to drive 15 minutes to, well, I have, my best friend Austin here, but like other than that, I have to drive 10 minutes to see anyone. And that's like, it doesn't seem that far, but compared to being on campus of like, Miami, like you're constantly meeting new people, like you're constantly having opportunities like spit out at you. Like you got to really, you're forced to be selective.
Oh,
And
so you mean like on campus, of course,
I'm
but
in both, like
in Miami, like me, like if I leave my house in the car, it depends, like, because there's usually traffic, like when you go out to hang out with people. So it'll take me anywhere from 7 minutes to like 35 minutes to hang out
yeah.
with people. Miami's also a massive city.
Mm-hmm.
It's like just huge overall.
Yeah, but in terms
Like
of
I live,
like overall like opportunities there, like there's just a lot more things to do. Like,
you'd be surprised, like what we do. Like we probably do what you do when you hang out with your friends. Like
yeah.
go to someone's house, maybe we go somewhere to eat. Like we just chill, crack open a few brews, take
Yeah.
some shots. Like
Take some
go to
pull.
the beach. One thing we do that nobody really does. We go to the beach, so and like we go boating and stuff.
Exactly.
But then again, like you go to your friend's house, the boat's on. You go to your own house, the boat's on the dock. You go to the beach 5 minutes from here for me, so it's chilling. Like
Yeah.
that's something I don't take for granted because for other people it's really like a hassle. You can't do it all year also.
Hmm.
It's like you can do every day.
Yeah.
But Miami though, like Miami is costly.
Yeah.
Like one thing I noticed, you go You go like 45 minutes west, and it's already like a lot cheaper over there.
Yeah.
Like you go to the liquor store over here, man, you're dropping like 18 to 24 for a 12 pack.
Jeez.
Like,
Yeah, we got like a $14.99 Christmas special holiday pack. They call it the family pack here.
dropping racks here in like Miami. Like, if you don't know how to spend money, like, unless you have all the money to spend, if you don't have all the money to spend, you gotta really budget.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
here's
Being
I
placed
hear that.
like a kid, like you're forced into like figuring out all this shit. Like you're like most of these kids, like most of like I guess like the students in our grade, come from very, very like wealthy backgrounds and like they kind of
How many people I've like growing up in Miami. Another thing I've seen, like, I know people who are really like real people who have all the means they want. They're not the people who like you'd expect to have it. You see all those people like flexing stuff and stuff, bro. Like, those are the people who don't really have it. To be honest with you, bro.
yeah. Well,
To
I
be
just
honest,
feel bad. I just feel bad. Like I feel bad for them because it's like, it's so superficial. Like if you really need to like flex like who you are based on like the car you drive or what you're wearing, like that's just like inside you're just not you're not with yourself.
dude. But like one thing like that I've learned is that for the most part, the person who's wearing $1,000 is the person who spent his only $1,000.
Mm. That person would feel a hell of a lot better with that $1,000 invested wherever it is.
So you think everybody's richy rich, right? But
No, I don't think everyone. I'm saying compared to where I'm
I
from,
can
a lot of the
tell,
there.
dude. I can tell like a lot of people. I know who has money. And I know who doesn't have money. Like that's
But
just.
it's also like is it like you personally having money or is it like your parents having money? You know what I mean? Like it's like
Oh, that's
a lot.
like I
It
don't have a dime.
takes a lot of money to go to UM. Like that's what I'm saying.
It does, right? But a lot of people are getting scholarships, and when
Yeah.
like the truth is going to UM, like when you're coming from out of state, they're more likely to like not give you money to go there. But I feel like a lot of people are at UM because like they just want to go to school in Miami.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's like it's a
Patient.
good school. It's a really good school, and it's in Miami.
Fuck
Like
yeah. I
you
mean,
know what I mean? Like
yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, but like use it. Like use the
there's nothing wrong,
opportunity.
but like go because UM's a really good school. So if you go to UM, make the best of the school. Don't go to
Exactly.
UM
Yeah.
to party every day. You know what I mean?
Might
Like
as well
you
go to Miami-Dade or some shit. Like if you're not going to use the school.
like your parents sent you to a really good school, so use the school. But no, listen, if you're from the Northeast, you're gonna have a horrible time at Miami-Dade.
Well, I'm just saying money wise, like if you're gonna use Miami just for partying, you just want to live in Miami for 4 years. You
And
shouldn't even go to school. Yeah.
go to FIU, go to Dade Honors. I don't know. FAU is like 30 minutes north. It's a big party school.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you're wasting your time, man. Like it's like it's all about balance, definitely. Like it's all about it's about priorities. Like what actually matters to you at the end of the day. Like you don't want to look back on your college experience and be like, fuck, like I wish I actually did something with that. Like like I wouldn't be happy if I spent I know right now that I wouldn't be happy if I look back on college and like all I did was party. Like the biggest things
That's
happen.
legend. That's legend. Like I think it's legendary if you do a lot of partying, but you get your work done and
Yeah.
you take hard classes. Like for me, like I like to balance it, right? But I know you know me. I like to like we like to this full send turn up at a lot of times a day, right?
Yeah.
And like maybe we've started really early sometimes too, but we we
3:30
get our,
then Wednesday Titanic. Yeah. Get her done.
but yeah, what we have to do, we get our work done. We do extra work, take challenging classes, so we're not wasting our opportunities. Like
Yeah.
we're just really committed to balancing it like that.
I just think like me and you have like a better like we're like more mature that like for our age, like we have like a better like perspective of the world, like and like what life fucking is like it's like we literally only live once, like you literally have this opportunity, so like yes, like
Yeah,
maximize
like
it.
dude, of
I
course.
don't want to sit there and do work all fucking day and night, like fuck that, but I also want to make sure that I'm doing really really like the best, like every day should be better than the day before in terms of mentally, physically, what I'm doing, what I'm getting done, um business and personally, like every day should be better whether I'm hungover or not.
The shipments are coming, bro. The
The what?
shipments, the shipments are getting bigger and bigger, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what matters, dude. You feel me? Like,
If you're
gotta
not
work.
growing, what are you doing?
I'm
Right?
not going more though, so.
I don't think I am either. I tapped out at 6 foot. Fuck.
Oh, at least get the 6, bro.
Yeah. No, but seriously, like if you're fucking like I can't even. And the thing about like high school, like I was talking to this kid that's a senior right now, um, at like my high school, and it's just like high school is toxic, man. High school, like I tried to make the most out of it, but just like the structure overall, like he was telling me, especially with COVID now, like it just
Oh
sounds
yeah. In
like hell, man.
high
Like
school, I heard like during COVID, I heard my high school's been really, really just like doing the absolute most for no reason. It's like, dude, like you're online, bro. Like, how are you gonna give someone a 30-minute online lecture and then give them like a 45-minute questionnaire about it? It just doesn't make sense to me. It's like, oh, this is catch up for the lack of education you're getting. It's like, no, this is just unruly busy work. Like,
especially high school, like the like no one's really that excited about, especially seniors, like nobody's excited or like has any motivation to do the work, and then you tell them to do it online. Like he was saying, like all the kids just have their cameras off, just sleep through the class, like
so for me, at least for me, my high school, I was already a senior when we first went online, right?
mhm.
So my high school didn't have like a response. They didn't know what to do.
Yeah, same.
So for us, March through May was so chill, bro. I would log into class, turn the camera off, and go right back to sleep.
Yeah,
Like, and
yeah.
then it was just like that. And like, there was never any exams or anything like that. There was there was nothing, dude. Like I remember, like one day I was logged into class and I went outside and I was just playing BP with my brother. Like,
I know, dude. I would like I got like a work release. So we had like I think we had 4 classes and I ended up only having to do 2. And it was like accounting and I don't even remember the other one because it was that not important. So I would like grind it out in like 30 minutes. I was like working like already. I got like 3 extra fucking months of work. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's a whole COVID. Like I was done with high school, man. If I had to go to another fucking day of physical high school, that fuck, dude, I was burnt out on that shit. I was done.
dude, in high school, like I was so senior year. This is real. I was done with high school the minute I walked in the first day of senior year, like doing schoolwork.
Oh my
And then,
god.
like, should do that? No, I take it back. It was busy because the college applications, that was busy, bro.
Yeah.
At my high school, at least, like, a lot of the teachers were understanding of the college.
Did you apply anywhere else other than Miami?
Yeah, I applied to a few other schools, but I did my own decision, to so, like,
You did
I
early
got,
admission?
yeah, early decision. So I had a couple, like, safety schools I got first, but I was like, all right, whatever, who cares?
Mhm.
So for me, I was either going to UM or Florida State, but if I didn't get into UM, I was going to go to Florida State, but I got into UM, so.
UM better school,
So
closer to
yeah,
home, everything, yeah.
better school, yeah, but also FSU, I would have probably just partying every day too. Like,
Yeah.
I would have burned out for sure.
Yeah. Which might have been good like in the now, but like I mean, you're gonna be happy that you looking back that you like
Oh,
went to
of course. It was a
what
great
about like
school.
the online classes kind of, well, first of all, I think like back to high school, like just like socially, like it was so toxic. Like it was like just the fucking like status shit and like the popularity, like it was annoying because like
Dude, I didn't Dude, I didn't like see that shit on my like in my high school. Like it existed, right? But I was like, yo, like these dudes are just chasing clout and shit. Like for
Yeah.
me, like like nobody was gonna try me like that anyway, so it
Oh
didn't
yeah,
matter.
well, it didn't affect me, but at the same time it did. It was like it's weird because like people are so similar, I guess, that they're so judgmental of anything that's different. So like whenever like the amount of times like people would give me shit for like, oh yep, you're like selling ketchup, or oh yep, you have a landscaping business. Like
Yeah,
I'm like,
fuck
what?
you, fuck you. I'm making money. Like, what
No,
are you
it's like,
doing?
what the fuck are
Like,
you doing? Like
dude,
I don't care, because like now I'm to the point where I'm not like doing what I do like directly to shit on them, but that's going to be a byproduct 10 years from now, looking at them. Okay, where the fuck are you? Like what?
you're just shit, bro. You like, yo, you ever hear like those jokes about people, bro? They're like, they talk about their high school days, like 20 years later. They're like, yo, dude, I should start at quarterback, bro.
No, I remember putting something on my private story. I was over at a friend's house like in like spring of last year, and it was like people who peak in high school or some shit, and it was just like we were just calling out like fucking everyone of that, like because like that popular group, like they kind of peak in high school and college, usually they go on to get a decent job, but like like
Everybody, dude, my high school, everybody succeeds. Like, dude, if you went to my high school and you're from Miami, like, you're gonna succeed in life. Like, it's
yeah,
just a game. Like, it's weird. It's just like private Catholic institution. Like, I
yeah,
did. Like, nobody's like went to my high school and like fucked up their life in the
like that
future.
were a lot
Like,
of like the teachers like really good.
it's not that. It's just like our high school. There's a lot of like, dude, they do the most, bro. They have a bunch of like. It's not really the school. It's the alumni association
Okay,
and like the name of it, but
yeah.
like, dude, I didn't really like. I just like a lot of like a lot of this like. I feel like the bullshit the school puts you through like makes people close to each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, I
Uh,
definitely agree with like my
like, like yeah, like that's just what it is, bro. Like you look back at everybody who went to my high school, they look back at their high school like sure there's a few teachers you liked and stuff, right? But like it's really like everybody just like thinks, oh, it's really that people really just care about their friends, right? Like
Mhm.
nobody like really misses like the bullshit like the school actually did, like and
Yeah.
like the policy they had set up.
I was kind of the kid that was like, I mean, you know me. I don't even know if you've seen me wear any shit when I was on campus. Like I'm weird like that. Like I just like I naturally like don't want to like it's weird. Like I don't want to like if in high school I didn't want to wear like kettle moraine. Like I didn't want to wear that shit. I don't want to wear shit on campus. Like I just don't want to do what anyone else is doing. So like the fucking the basketball games, the football games. I did them early in high school. Later in high school, I was just like, I'd literally rather be like just chilling with like some friends, like, just chill, just actually like have a conversation, not be doing this whack ass shit.
I get you, bro. Sure, but I don't know for me. Like I like wearing clothes, right? But
No,
I
I'm not saying
like
that.
I no problem rocking like sweaters from other colleges and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and
It's
so,
probably like it's like a lot of people at they wear like Harvard sweat. I'm like I see you with the Harvard shirt on, right? Like
I,
Harvard, yeah. It's still like every day though. It's the same school. I'm
yeah,
like wear a Princeton sweater every day. Like, what are you doing here? You
yeah.
know what I mean?
They
Like
think
that's
that the value of like them is boosted because they're wearing like a fucking
oh, dude.
Princeton.
Like I'm not gonna lie. I don't wear sweaters of schools that are ranked higher than UM.
In academics.
You know, I don't.
This isn't even mine. I think my sister got this because she was applying there or something. I don't even know.
Oh, that's
Yeah. um, no, but like I was talking to this kid and he's like, we're talking about like, I mean, like I would have never started this podcast in high school. Like I just wouldn't have. Like it just like
why. But why not? I mean, you have a lot more people to speak with now, bro. So
because I was
like
scared because
content
it's
you
like
have is better. The content you have is better, bro.
because well, yeah, and like I've matured a lot, but like it's weird. I was like scared because not scared, but like subconsciously I cared what people think. I cared what
Oh,
people
dude,
thought.
screw that.
I know, but like I'm
No,
obviously past that, but that's
I get
something
you. I get you.
something
Like,
that a lot of
well,
kids face. Like he doesn't want to, like this kid, like I'm telling him about some of these like other like entrepreneurs and stuff and what they're doing, and he's just like, yeah, god damn, there's just a whole nother world out there. I'm like, yeah, there is. Like in high school trains you like thinking this is all there is. Like it's fucked.
dude, the truth is, like, back in high school, like, there were some people who were so caught up in like in my high school, like, they were in their own little bubble, right? But like me, like, I grew up far from my high school. I grew up in the beach, right? Like, I had my own stuff going on over here, and like, I was able to like balance a lot of stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of people were just like completely froze and stuck on the high school, like, but like me, I had like my own shit going on, bro. Like, dude, like, there's people in my high school, like, I would just give a like that people. There was people in my high school like that would just do anything to be accepted, bro. And like I would like look and like feel bad for those dudes. Like I'm like, dude, like you're just trapped. Like get out. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you think
I
like
understand what you mean, like, dude. I understand what you mean. Like you don't want people to clown you. I get it, dude, right? But like me, like since I was young, bro, like I've just been at a point like I just don't give a fuck, bro. Like
yeah,
I just do not fuck. Like
I
I'm
mean
not gonna like,
that's the key to happiness. Well, I was gonna say I wanted to bring something up too because you're one of like you're one of like the happiest people I know. Like you're just like always at a level. Like it's
I'm
hard.
always like always in a good mood, bro. Like I don't take shit to heart, bro. Like
Yeah.
dude, like you know what I mean, bro? And like you do to make yourself happy, like do what makes you happy also.
No, definitely. But dude, I was talking to my dad about this last night. I'm like, I want to say that like I'm able to find as much happiness here, and like I do, but at the same time, it's like when it gets dark at 4:30 and it's cold as fuck, like there's something about it, man, that's like mentally draining, like whether you like it or not. Like it's just like compared to being like, for example, in Miami, like you're able to just walk outside and you're already like in just like like for me it just feels like vacation all the time. Like it just feels like insane. Like it's easier to be happy, I think.
But dude, trust me, it gets old. When you live here, dude, like it gets old, bro.
Well, that's why I was thinking like
But dude,
I'm
look at
asked,
me, like me, like I spend a lot of time out of Miami too.
yeah,
Like I'm about to go spend a month or something in like South America in like 2 weeks.
yeah.
I do. I spend a lot of time out of Miami, bro.
You coming to
And
Chicago?
I am not sure. I can see because I go because the thing is, all my cousins from Chicago, because Chicago went on lockdown again. You heard?
No, I don't watch the news.
Well, I didn't watch the news, but this is what they told me, right?
Yeah.
So, but my closest like family members from Chicago, they just posted up in Miami for the lockdown. They're like, "You wait, hold up, I'm not doing lockdown." So we're pulling up.
Apparently it's getting like work, like I was gonna go to, my dad and I were gonna go to Arizona, visit my like aunt and uncle, Tucson. They just texted today that the numbers have gotten like really bad there, so like we're not going there anymore. Like it's just fuck, dude. The vaccine is rolling out though, man.
I
It's
got yesterday.
just yesterday.
My mom got vaccinated yesterday. Yeah, and
So
she just said she had a little soreness because of the shot, but she's
yeah,
already approved, so like she's good.
it's weird because like I don't usually vaccines need like multiple years of like testing, and like this was pulled
Yeah,
together in
when
nine.
when it's urgent and you have the whole world working on this shit, bro, you can get it done. And the truth is, like, from what I heard from her, bro, the vaccine's chilling, bro, and like everybody she knows on the medical campus, like, they all got vaccinated too, like,
Yeah.
cause when you're a doctor, dude, like, you're so high at risk of actually getting corona on a daily basis that you rather get vaccinated than get corona. Cause like my mom, she knows a couple people who've died from COVID, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got COVID, she was like, "You'll be chilling." Like,
Yeah, yeah,
she's
yeah.
really like, But I'm like, she was
Literally,
like,
like all Miami kids, like so many kids got COVID. Like almost everyone that I talked to, like had it at some point.
the minute I told my mom I was going to Thailand, she knew I was coming back with COVID.
I did
Like,
too. I was like, there's no way you don't get COVID.
everybody did, bro. But like, I wasn't even that sick, bro. I was just in my room chilling, bro. Like, not, dude. I literally like, cause when I had COVID, the semester was like pretty much almost over, right? So like, I literally knocked out the rest of my work when I had COVID. So by the time I actually got back to campus and was chilling, bro, I didn't really have shit to do.
Yeah.
I pretty much cleared up all my work, all my final papers and shit. So,
Bro, I'm just like
dude,
a vaccine, bro. If like I've never been like anti-vaccine. Like I've just kind of been like, if my mom told me to get it, I'm gonna get it. I don't know, fuck.
exactly, bro. Like your mom's probably gonna get it real soon.
I would think, yeah.
But
Yeah.
what I'm saying,
If they're
I
rolling out to private universities, right? Like,
read.
what?
We've both had COVID, bro. Like, dude, that's already the natural vaccine that COVID. Like,
For
dude,
how
I
many
hate to say
months though?
there's
Question.
barely any cases of reinfection.
Yeah. I'm chilling, bro. Like it was good. Like I keep saying, bro, like COVID shit was the best thing ever happened to me, bro. Like it just fucking let me refocus. And my symptoms weren't even bad. Like I had
I
like two,
was
3 days.
barely sick, bro.
Yeah.
But it was really about having COVID, man. Like, I
Some
don't have to
people
worry
get
about.
bad.
I don't have to worry about giving it to my dad, my uncles, my mom. Well, my mom's vaccinated, so like my aunt, my grandparents. Like I could go visit my grandparents whenever I want now. Like
Right.
I don't have to
Exactly.
worry about COVID with them. So honestly, like for me, it was low key a blessing. That's how I feel it. I didn't get that sick. I didn't get sick, to be honest. Like I had a little cough, whatever. Like I don't even count that as being sick, bro. Like I had full appetite. Dude, my mom and my dad were just dropping me off shit ton of food, bro. It was gas. I was doing like sit-ups and push-ups in my room.
Yeah.
And
Bro, I was like on the beach like 6 hours a day. Like that's fucking
yeah.
nature's fucking healer.
So I didn't go on the beach, but I stepped outside and I went outside a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't go in the pool, but I was like chilling by the pool, like that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, I think COVID in general for like the world has been a good thing. Like it's like,
No, not for the world, not for the world, bro.
I think it was necessary, man. I think it's like a blessing in disguise. Like it's a blessing in disguise for you and me, but I think also like a lot of people have like you're so like the way that I look at it is like when we got put into quarantine across the country, across the world, people were forced to kind of sit down and just like breathe for a second and think, okay, like in their house, like think about, okay, like these are the people, this is my family. I want to like nourish these relationships. Think about what actually is benefiting me. Think about what to get rid of. Like it made people just sit down and like just slow down because sometimes people get so caught up in like the day to day, like action, their 9 to 5, whatever. A lot of
You look
people
it up,
might
bro,
quit
like,
their job and find different job. Like it's just I think it was the universe's way of like refreshing the earth.
dude, honestly, the truth is, like, I see what you mean. Like, dude, when I feel like when the shutdown first started, bro, I was able to just be at home, chill with my family, like focus on myself completely, and
Yeah.
that for sure good, bro. Like I really found myself and like I was happy. Like I wasn't depressed. I wasn't stressing. I was just living life from home, dude.
It's an
I,
opportunity,
like
man.
I
It's an
was happy.
opportunity.
I was happy. Like
Yeah. It's a complete opportunity and people just look like I just try to stay as positive about everything. Like if you focus, if you're constantly watching the news and you're constantly seeing the deaths, like yeah, it's really bad. But like if you don't watch, if you like don't let the news like put shit into your mind, the news is 90% of the time negative. Like if you
the thing
just
is, do you even trust the numbers the news is giving you?
no, I don't trust the
I
news.
don't
Trust what I
know
see.
that. Dude, there's literally my mom. My mom told me there's evidence. Like There's people who died of other reasons. There's people who died of gunshot wounds. There's people who died of car accidents that were written down as COVID deaths.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
like,
and not to say like, I mean, I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, but like the amount of people that die from heart disease, cigarettes, like things other than COVID, that's just not even talked about. Like fucking, why don't they say breaking news, US, like forget about the pandemic. All these people are dying every day because they're eating too much fucking sugar and they're getting type 2 diabetes and heart disease. Like we don't ever hear about that.
so like HIV/AIDS kills more people than COVID this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
There's a lot of
just
things. Yeah, no, there's a few things that kill more people, like, but we don't hear about
cancer.
what?
Cancer killed like how many more people this year than COVID did?
Yeah. Like we're just told like it's literally like in general, this is like a wake up call for like people's health too, man. Like people like just if you focus on eating the right shit, drinking water, getting sun, exercising, you're gonna be good.
Here's the truth about COVID, bro. If people gave a fuck so much, what we would have done is we would have closed off our country from the world.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't fly here. Like, unless you're American, you need to come
Well,
home and you.
people can argue that that's what we should have done early on, and we should have banned travel right away. But that's in the past.
That's what I'm saying. Ban travel right away, unless you have a reason to come here. Like, I don't know, international student, you live here. But completely shut down the country for 3 weeks.
That's what I
Don't
was saying. Give the
don't
stimulus
leave your
check.
house. Don't leave your house for 3 weeks. And COVID would have been over with back in March.
That's what I fucking said. And then they're like, everyone's like, well, the economy would have tanked. Yeah, well, guess what? The economy's
For 3
been
weeks,
a hell of a lot longer.
covered quick after, bro.
Bro, we could literally like all the fucking money in stimulus checks could have been used to pay like the businesses and even people in that like that month that we were shut down, that we should have been shut down. Like, and now it's just dragging on. If you really care about the economy, like I'd want to get the economy going sooner than later. Like now we're at a point where we're literally our only option. Shit, numbers just keep getting worse in Wisconsin, Arizona, Chicago, different places. Now we're literally at a point.
Miami hasn't been getting that worse. You know why? Because what Ron DeSantis said, what Miami said, it was like, all right, yo, we're gonna keep the state open, and Floridians overall are happy with that. We didn't want to shut down, right? Like, all right, we'll deal with COVID. We'll live with COVID circulating. So Miami, none of Florida is having any major hikes
Yeah, why? So why is that?
because people have just been getting sick continuously throughout.
Like herd immunity.
Meanwhile, Chicago, they were on lockdown. There was no spread of immunity because when you spread disease, you spread immunity also.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, most people I know in Miami have had COVID.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Even on campus, like students, most got COVID.
Most UM students, I don't know, bro. The thing with, like, it's a college campus, right? You could put as many practices as you want, but, like, dude, you're not going to block it.
Yeah.
But, like, at the percentage is not that high. Like, you go to, so like, Tallahassee is like a really conservative city and like stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
like Northern Florida. Florida State barely had any like protocols. Everything was open since day one. So literally everybody up there had COVID already. Literally everybody over there. There's no mask wearing over there. Also, like you walk into McDonald's with a mask on, people will like tell you off. They're like, "Oh, you're a bitch. You're a puss." Like it's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
That's how it is here too. But I don't know. The numbers well, how are the numbers at Florida State?
they're not going up anymore because everybody already had it. They peaked like the first month.
Yeah. Well, I think in Florida in general, there's just a lot more contact opportunities too for people to like be like here. It's like there's not big open, like there's not clubs, like there's not huge parties, like there's not as many people congregating and like possibly spreading it being a good thing to get to herd immunity, especially among young kids. Like it's just, especially when the winter comes, like do you think there's something to be said about like the Miami and Florida just being like like obviously with like the weather like being a lot sunnier, people are generally healthier down there? Do you think that also has like played
No.
a role?
So, I mean, like, obviously it's healthy to be in the sun, right? But I don't really think that plays a role, bro.
Yeah, because I know there are rumors and shit. People are saying that like the sun kills it, or I don't even know.
No, the hot weather thing is, dude, you're not gonna get COVID from putting your hand on the doorknob. You're not gonna get COVID from getting it by stepping on spit on your shoes. You're only gonna get COVID from hand to hand, in person transmission, bro. So, like the sun killing off the COVID particles on the streets, like that doesn't matter, bro. Like you're not gonna get COVID from that regardless. Not to mention the amount of COVID that's put on the door handle. Like there's not enough viral load to actually cause a viral infection.
Fuck, dude, I fucking hate talking about COVID, man. I'm done with it. Like it feels like I feel like it's all I hear. Like I'm like that's what I'm saying with like the news. Like it's all people hear and therefore it's all people talk about. So like I'm just like, man, people, that's another thing. Like people are able to have been like if you played this whole like last like 8 months correctly, like you're winning right now. Like you saw this as an opportunity. You're not letting the negative get to you. You're finding the positive.
2020 has been a great year.
It's been the best year of my life, easily.
2020 has been a great year for me. Like yeah, for sure, bro. There was like maybe 2 full months where I was at home chilling, but I was chilling.
Yeah.
Like people realize that this COVID-19 is not what it seems to be, bro. So
Yeah, it's almost like productivity isn't necessarily like necessary. Like it's not like it doesn't determine your worth, man. It's like when you're not able to be like necessarily as productive as you were in non-COVID times, like you kind of figure out other shit that makes you and like what exactly makes you.
you know, because you spend enough time by yourself, you don't have to.
Great things can happen.
There's no distractions. You could really just focus on yourself.
Yeah. When you're constantly being stimulated by shit, you know, whether it's on like your phone or like in the real life, but it's like the phone, man. The phone, I've found, like if you're able to be by yourself and like not constantly like be on your phone, that's even like that's like a further level, because sometimes I'm just like I don't meditate. I don't.
On your phone.
What?
You're all by yourself. It just depends what you're doing on your phone.
Definitely. No, I obviously go on my phone and shit, but like sometimes it's important just to listen to yourself, like constantly being stimulated, whether it's on the computer, in real life, like whatever it is, just like kind of sitting down and like just literally just sitting there. Sometimes I'll just sit there and just like let thoughts kind of come into my mind, and it's kind of like sometimes your mind can get overloaded and you gotta
you have to really think important shit through, you know.
Yeah, it's like an email for your mind. It's like the shit will come through and you think, is it important, throw it out. If it is, then if it's not important, throw it out. If it is, attack it, get her done.
But I do know that they want to reshut the country down in January.
What?
That's apparently the plan.
What? Where did you hear that?
Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, I think they want to shut down the country when they're elected.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I think they've said that.
Dude, you're not gonna like.
It's not going to work. It's not going to. They're not going to be able to do it.
There's some places that you just can't, like, it's literally impossible to shut. Like we were looking at like the map of like the COVID and shit, like where it is, and like literally northern Wisconsin is like one of the worst places. Like when you go up there, it's like you do not fuck with them. It's like Texas. That's like weird shit up there. Like they're super like libertarian, like fuck off. Like I don't want anything to do with even like they make fun of like us. Like they call us like Southerners because we're in like southeastern.
I heard all the fibs go to North Wisconsin.
The Fibs, man, the Fibs go to Lake Geneva with all their fucking Chicago money and shit. No, dude, like the Northerners here, they're just like fuck you. Like there's so many bars and shit, and like they just don't give a fuck.
People are not gonna accept another shutdown, bro.
No, it's not. No, it's not gonna. One thing that's I think conservatives are more tolerant. Like if imagine if Trump got rid, like conservative, like a lot of conservatives kind of were like somewhat quiet when Biden got elected. Like I don't know what would have happened if Trump got reelected.
Well, I think what would happen. I mean, I don't think nobody was quiet after the election results came out because there's a lot of people talking about election fraud and stuff like that. So people are like, oh, it's over, it's not over. I'm like, dude, it's over. Like nothing's gonna change for like everybody knew that.
I feel like when Obama was president, like the right was quieter than the left was when Trump was president.
Thing is, dude, everybody paints the right to be like awful human beings. You know what I mean? Like racist people. But as well as if Trump was reelected, imagine the social media frenzy that would have took place.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, like that shit would have been hilarious, bro.
Dude,
I don't even go through my feed, just like, bro, like shut up, like just like it's your like, yeah.
All the shit on people's like Instagram stories.
All the down bad people. Like, if you voted for Trump, please unfollow me.
They be like ACAB and shit. I'm like, what, do you hear what you're saying? Like, like, bro, that's whack. Like, I know, and like a lot of them, it's like they kind of hop on the bandwagon. It's kind of a bandwagon thing. Is like if you say anything like conservative, like people just like attack you.
I don't care, bro. I don't care. What are you gonna do? You gonna call me a racist? I'm like, yo, I'm freaking Hispanic. Like,
yeah, I am racist. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Like a quick can of dip.
Oh, that's what it is, bro. That's literally what it is here. That's what it is.
Yeah, dude, like, I'll fucking, like, if somebody asks me, like, what my political beliefs are, I'll tell you my political beliefs, like.
Yeah.
Like, it's like.
Of course. You got to be honest. Like, you got to be you.
Same political beliefs, bro. Like, and if you tell, like, some people, like, they'll just come forth and tell you their political beliefs, and I'm like, all right, like, that's cool.
What do you want to do? It seems like you should do something in, like, politics.
No, I don't like the political world's not for me, bro.
You like talking about it, though.
Dude, I don't like talking about it. Like, if it comes up, I'll talk about it a little bit, but.
Yeah. Like, what do you want to do? What are your goals?
My goals, bro, is, dude, my brother and my dad, they want to start a business. I want to hop in on that.
What kind of business?
They want to start like a hedge or something, bro.
A what?
They want to start a hedge.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking like, yo, I'll probably work in. I like a lot of international stuff, so yeah. I'll do a lot of work internationally. That's for sure. Throughout my lifetime. So I know I'm gonna be like, I don't know how yet, but I just know for sure, like, catch me on like business trips to different countries all the time.
Yeah.
I know that's for sure, and
I mean, either.
You know, like, I'm not looking to become the richest man in the world, but I'm looking to make a decent amount of money to like enjoy life. You know, I don't want to be the kid that was rich when he was a teenager because of his parents and didn't do shit with his life. Like, that's not. I don't want that to be me whatsoever.
Yeah, we have a lot of learning to do. It's like, you know, it's kind of annoying because college kind of forces you to think like like you have to like choose a fucking major, and almost like that for most kids, that's like that's what their career is gonna be a lot of the time. And it's like,
It's not true, man. It's not true. Like, honestly, bro, I don't think majoring in entrepreneurship is the wave.
fuck that. No, it's
That's not something that's taught to you. You know what I mean?
no, I don't
That's
think marketing is taught to you. I don't think most business things are taught to you.
business is not taught to you. Business is
Learned through
and
experience.
nothing's wrong with mentorship. Nothing's wrong with all of that stuff, right? But
Yeah.
dude, a lot of that shit's going with your gut and doing what you want and getting a team of people that can help you out. It's like, dude, management, you can figure out. Marketing, marketing. You just gotta be creative, bro.
Yeah. It's
That's
like
what
I'm like forced to learn this shit, like, cause like I'm literally put in a position that I have a fucking product that I gotta like sell. Like I have 1,300 bottles of ketchup that I gotta sell.
Bro, you have like a D1 line. You have like a D1 linebacker saying, "Yo, okay, well, this is my ketchup right here, KP." Like that's marketing right there, bro. You know, and like with social media.
Hook me up with Cheney.
Mm-hmm.
You know Don, right? Cheney. Hook me up.
So, yeah. Oh, you want to get a shout out completely from Don with the ketchup?
Yeah, give him some KP. We'll do a testimonial Tuesday. We'll promote that shit throughout Miami. Be good.
Oh, you Miami, maybe.
Yeah, more so. I mean, he's a freshman, so like, I mean, that'll be some more when he plays.
I feel like everybody knew him, bro. A lot of people that you have no KP.
Yeah, well, that's like, once I like next semester, I'm gonna get a little table and go like right by like the
farmers market at UM.
No, not the farmers market, because like probably not. I'm thinking I'm gonna get like a table and set up like just a stand like right in between like the student center and like the food court there, and then just do like sampling, sell shirts, sell product, and we'll have the product in the little like shop there, the convenience store on campus, because like there's so many kids and these like there's no better place to grow a business than like a college campus.
Yeah, I get you, bro, for sure. Especially like in an urban college campus, but you don't want to focus on the college, bro. You want to focus on the greater city, bro.
A lot of like maybe not the majority of my customers aren't going to be college kids, but like I could potentially get a lot of connections and opportunities like through the university and through other.
What's good on college campus, bro, is people come from different backgrounds, from different cities, you know.
Yeah.
So like, it doesn't take much, bro. You have one person like, I don't know, Maryland or something, like, yo, put it on your story once or twice, and people are like, yo, what the fuck is that? Seems dope.
Yeah, it's just awareness. It's just getting the brand.
Be like, yo, if you like this shit, like, dude, what's gonna hurt you to give it a quick shout out, honestly.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. I mean, that's what it's literally like, it's all about like content, just like content on social platforms, like relevance in people's minds. Like that's whether it be, business or personal, everything is, it's everything, man.
No, for sure, bro. But you said you're making the supermarkets in Wisconsin already, right?
Well, we're working on it. Yeah.
Uh,
we're redesigning the product right now, because like the label doesn't really stand out on the shelf. We want to make the flavor like more perfect, or like we're kind of perfecting the product before we take any more steps, I guess.
I get you, bro.
Because if we have a good product that's perfect, like everything else should kind of like follow in terms of distribution and channels, sales channels, everything.
Yeah.
So when you're laying on your deathbed, what do you want to be like remembered for?
You know me, bro. I don't care what people think about me, bro. That's something I'll judge myself on my deathbed, and that's it.
So what do you want like your legacy to yourself to be?
Probably father of my kids. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's literally it can be as small as that. Like I'm trying to figure it out. Like it's like people think I was on this like impact wave like for a while. I was like I just want to make as big of an impact to as many people. But if I'm doing that and not taking care of like myself and like my real responsibilities and like my family, then none of that really matters. Like if I can whereas, you could put all your energy into a family and that's completely 100% fulfilling, right? So it's like it's I just don't want to do nothing. I just want to do stuff. I just want to
that,
enjoy.
that's something you'll judge yourself.
Yeah. And if we're already judging ourselves now, that's a good thing. Like that's if we're
Oh,
able
absolutely.
to look at it objectively now, our lives. I mean, it's only going to get better from there as long as you kind of keep that constant like inward look. Always look in the mirror every day. Think. All right, man. It was good catching up with you. Thanks for coming on. I'll get this uploaded here, and
Hey, bro.
thanks for.
Karma.